The next one is find the Z transform of x of n equal to minus a power n a of minus n minus 1. So here a power n is multiplied with e of minus n minus 1, and we know that e of n is given as u of n equal to 1 for 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. And now you convert this one as u of minus n. So u of minus n means we put one mirror on the y-axis with respect to 0. You'll get u of minus n as 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on up to infinity. The next one is u of, this become u of minus n. U of minus n minus 1 means ki minus n minus 1 is substitute as 0. So minus n equal to 1, n equal to minus 1. It means you have to shift u of minus n by minus 1. So this sample which is at n equal to 0, this will be shifted to at n equal to minus 1. This sample which is at minus 1, this will be shifted to at n equal to minus 2. And the sample which is at minus 2 will be shifted to minus 3. So in this way I can say for u of minus n minus 1, all the sample is shifted left by 1. And now this u of minus n minus 1 is multiplied with a power n. So I can say this x of n equal to minus a power n for n less than equal to minus 1. And we know that if the sequence exists for n less than 0, such kind of the sequence is known as non-causal sequence. So in this case, we are going to find the Z transform of a non-causal sequence x of n equal to minus a power n u of minus n minus 1. We know that the Z transform of a discrete time sequence x of n is given by n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n z power minus n. Again you split this in two halves, n equal to minus infinity to minus 1 x of n z power minus n plus n equal to 0 to infinity x of n z power minus n. Since x of n is 0 for n less than equal to minus 1, so this part becomes 0, and substitute here x of n equal to, from n equal to minus infinity to minus 1 as minus a power n. And since u of n equal to 1, so this become a minus a power n into 1 z power minus n, and the limit is n equal to minus infinity to minus 1. Now you take this minus sign outside. This is n equal to minus infinity to minus 1 a z inverse whole power n. So this is x of z. Now we have to substitute the value of a z inverse in such a way that x of z must be convolved, or I can say this x of just a z must be finite. This is only possible if here a z power minus 1 mod of a z inverse become greater than 1. So a upon z mod should be greater than 1, or I can say this z should be less than a. So this is the region of convergence. We have to substitute the value of z less than a, then only I can say x of z must be converged. Now uh, let n equal to minus m. So once if n is minus infinitive, m become plus infinitive, and once n is minus 1, then when n is minus 1, then m will be plus 1. Substitute this here. So this is minus, and now replace n by m. M become 1 to infinity, and this term become az inverse whole power minus m. Bring this minus inside, so this become minus summation of m equal to 1 to infinity a inverse z whole power m, and the ROC mod of z should be less than a. Minus substitute m equal to 1, so the first term become a inverse z plus the second term become a inverse z power 2. If I am substituting m equal to 3, this become a inverse z power 3. And if substitute m equal to infinity, this become plus infinity. Now to bring this entire equation in the GP form, we have to add 1 here, and to compensate this, we have to subtract this whole equation by minus 1. So this is minus, and now this whole terms is in the GP form. So this is 1 by 1 minus a inverse z, where a inverse z is the CR, common ratio, and minus 1. And the ROC should be mod of z should be less than a. Simplify this, take this minus sign inside, so this become 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus a inverse z, and this z should be less than a. So if you simplify this, this become 1 minus a by a minus z, and this mod of z should be less than a. So next step, a minus z, a minus z minus a divided by a minus z. This minus a plus a get cancelled, and the ROC mod of z should be less than a. And finally, if I am taking minus side outside, this become z by z minus a with ROC z less than a. So I can say x of n equal to minus a power n u of minus 1 n minus 1. The z transform of this is also z by z minus a with ROC z should be less than a. So draw a z plane of radius a and x of z will exist only for z value less than a. It means we have to take all the value of z less than a. It means it must be within the within the circle of radius a. So this is the jet plane. So we have seen that two sequence. One is the causal sequence x of n equal to a power n into u of n, and another one is minus a power n u of minus n minus 1, which is non-causal. Both have the same z transform, z by z minus a. Only these two are differ by means of their ROC. For the causal sequence, the ROC is always outside of the circle. For non-causal sequence, ROC is always inside the circle of the jet plane. Thank you.